Today is the feast day of Saint Claude de la Colombière, and so I've chosen a couple of quotations from him for our reflection today. Let's take a moment on this, the 25th in this series, just to pause and recall how near God is to us. And St. Claude writes, "May the heart of Jesus Christ be our school. Let us make our abode there. Let us study its movements and attempt to conform ours to them. Yes, O divine Jesus, I want to live there." And then he writes, "God is in the midst of us, or rather we are in the midst of him. Wherever we are, he sees us and touches us, at prayer, at work, at table, at recreation." What beautiful images he gives to us, images almost that aren't images as much as they are as invitations to experience Christ in a special way. The heart of Christ, of course, is this very beautiful image that many of us are familiar with, but the idea that we could be schooled, or that we could live in the heart of Jesus, is something that invites us into a very dynamic relationship with Christ, that Christ teaches us to love in the way that Christ loves, that Christ allows us to live in the amplitude, in the very width and breadth and height of love that he has for us, and that there we can find our home, especially as we who live alone maybe feel that our homes are somewhat empty, but instead in this the heart of Christ, there is our true home. And he reinforces that in this other quotation where he talks about us living fully in the midst of Christ. He challenges us by saying God is in the midst of us. No. We are in the midst of God. What a wonderful image, a beautiful way to see our lives. And that because we're in the midst of God, God touches us. God sees us, that in everything we move within God. You know, we have so many expectations. In anything that we do, it comes with an expectation. And underneath all of those expectations, may we place something very special, which is that we will be in the presence of God, and that will be more important to us than that anything that we're looking for is met or is accomplished or is successful. Rather, the most important thing, the only thing important, is that the presence of God be so real to us in everything we do, in all that we do. And in that way, we live schooled by the heart of Christ. In that way, we live in Christ, because all of these other things don't draw us away from the one important thing, which is that we are with and in Christ, and Christ is with and in us.